how many of you are willing to admit that you sometimes walk that fine line? That line that says, you know what, I probably shouldn't do this. I probably can get in trouble for this. Anybody willing to admit that they've been in that position? They've dabbled in sin. They've walked that fine line. They've skated on thin ice. Well, guess what? Eventually that thin ice will fall through. And so when you look at the story now, you've got this whole idea of Balaam and his donkey. So how did that happen? If God told him not to go, why did he go? Well, simple. God let him go. What? So God contradicted himself, Darren? No. God lets him go, but it's for him to learn a hard lesson. He says, okay, you know what? You're going to come to me again with something that you already know the answer to. You invite sin into your house. I already told you no. All right, I tell you what, go. Just go ahead and go. Go. I got a plan for you. And I'm gonna carry out my plan by any means necessary. You go ahead and go, Balaam. Go ahead and go. So you see this whole dialogue play out. This is called the permissive will of God. It's simply this. I don't want you to go. It'd be wrong for you to go, but I'm going to let you go anyhow so you can learn a lesson, but nonetheless, my will be done. In other words, you're still not going to deliver the message that Balak wants you to deliver, but you're going to learn a lesson in the midst of you not delivering the message. I think about 1 Samuel 8. It's where the permissive will of God was exercised for the people of Israel. They wanted a king. It wasn't God's desire for them to have a king, so God raises up Saul. Anybody remember the guy Saul in the Bible, right? Saul had some serious mistakes he made. His whole kingdom was a mess. And so God said, okay, if you want Saul, I'll give you Saul. And they went 38 years with a king that was a mess. He was a psychopath. And eventually he fell, but guess what? In God's permissive will, everything still stays under control. God doesn't say, oh, I'm going to let things go into chaos. No. He's like, I'm going to let you learn a hard lesson. You're going to take a harder path, but guess what? I still got you. So you could be encouraged, even in the midst of your sin, even in the midst of you walking that fine line, that regardless of what you choose to do, God still has you. Even in the midst of the decisions that you make, the choices that totally cause God to become a little frustrated, he's so long-suffering, he's so loving that he still has you. And that's the beauty of the grace of God.